welcome to you. My name's Dale and this is Dale's Addiction. Today I'm bringing you my browsing list for my Emirates Euro trip happening very, very soon in just 3 weeks, I believe, maybe 2 weeks by the time you see this video. There has been some challenge for me to decide when to film this video because the list is constantly being updated and changed, but I'm happy to just share with you where my thoughts are at this point. I call it my browsing list because when I recently unboxed my Fendi Galusha Peekaboo Petite in Fuchsia, if you've forgotten what she looks like, she's right here. I said that one of the challenges around deciding whether or not to jump on that bag was the fact that I might be able to find it overseas for a lesser price, and when I really had a good look at myself in the mirror, I thought, if you love that bag enough, you will buy it regardless. And that's how my brain works. It's not, I'll buy it if it's the cheapest price. I will buy it because I love it, and I am happy to say that I followed my heart and I bought it, and I'm really, really glad that I did. I have a bunch of things on my list. These are things I want to look at, that I'm going to be looking out for whilst I'm in Dubai, Rome, Milan, London, Paris. You know, it's going to be pretty dangerous, but there's some things specifically that I want to look out for, and I will tell you why. So the first thing is ready to wear generally. I think for me, the challenges, and I've talked about them on my channel a few times, around buying ready to wear are such that we don't get a good generous range of sizes for each of the seasonal releases here in Australia. So you have to pre-order, and it's a bit of a risk to pre-order something that you don't know how it's going to sit on you, whether you're going to like it, and then leave a credit with the store. And most certainly for me, I don't like to try ready to wear on in stores, as I've mentioned before, because I just know that I need privacy. I don't want to be influenced. I prefer to be able to try it with things in my wardrobe, and it's just too hard. I don't like it. So I really want to have the options to do that whilst I'm overseas, where I know there's a broader size range and I'm not going to be constantly disappointed with, we have nothing for you. So that's the first big category of things. The next thing on my list is something from Fendi. Obviously, I'm going to Rome. I want to really explore Fendi, the flagship. I'm also going to Fendi in London, and the stock levels that other parts of the world receive are next level compared to what we get. There's a lot of things that you see that we never even got a whiff of here. So there's something from Fendi, could be anything. I'm assuming it's going to be a bag, and I just have a really open mind about it. Initially, I was talking about getting the multi-pocket baguette in Zucca that has recently launched this fall-winter, and I need to see it, but I'm not convinced it's for me anymore because I think it's a bit too big and dark for me. The next one I want to look at is the Lanvin Cat Hobo bags and the box clutch bag from Lanvin as well. That might be a Paris or London browse, but I love the beautiful sculpted handles contrasted with the kind of very smooth leather boxy sculpted bags. I think they are a piece of art. I love them in gold and in silver. There are bejeweled options. It's a brand I don't see much of here. I'd really like to explore it and, you know, maybe find something I love enough to take home with me. It seems to be something that I have explored a lot this year, is really statement occasion pieces, and yeah, I'm continuing on that train. The next one is a Dior D-Joy in the small size. I feel like this one is probably got a big question mark next to it, that it's probably more curiosity than it is a genuine affection for the piece. Meredith and I are going to the Dior Cafe and to shop Dior in Paris, so we'll have an opportunity to have a really good look. It's something I'm curious about. I don't see too many of them here in Australia, so you know, by then there might be some seasonal colours as well that I'm interested in, but I'd really like to have a good look at those. Next, from Louis Vuitton, Meredith and I will be spending some time with Louis Vuitton. Obviously, it's her favourite brand, and we have some activities planned, and I am always on the hunt for a petite malle in a seasonal style, and I am hoping that there will be some special pieces when we visit Paris. I also love the vertical trunk, I think it's called. I've seen it a few times. They're pretty expensive, but they're hard-sided. They have an S-lock, they have a little top handle and a strap that you can wear cross-body. I think they're beautiful. Basically, I'm looking at Louis Vuitton for hard-sided wearable pieces. That's what I'm looking at. And that really excites me, that I might have the opportunity to find those pieces whilst in Paris. Yeah, you can see the grin on my face. It's a dead giveaway. I have mentioned this in a few videos, but a Burberry stone coloured trench. And thank you to those people who DM'd me on Instagram, sending me links from Vestiaire and from the Bicester Village outlets where you have found stone coloured trenches. I truly appreciate it. I really do. It's so generous of you to take the time and send me those links. I do need to see it in person. I do need to try it on. I'm not going to buy sight unseen, but now I know where to look. And that there is hope. I'm super grateful for your efforts, and hopefully that is one that I can tick off the list. Bottega Veneta, the sardine bag. They continue to flirt with me. I love them. My friend Eileen has one in chalk in the larger size, and I adore it. I tried on a couple when Bottega had a pop-up in Brisbane recently, but it was a very limited selection. It was not a nice experience. It was very rushed, very full of people. I'm hoping that I have the opportunity to really explore the brand and perhaps finally find the elusive Bottega piece for me. No pressure, but definitely going to invest some time into having a good look. I have a rose gold bracelet on my list. I did a lot of research about 12 months ago on rose gold bracelet alternatives to Cartier. Although I still love the Cartier option, I really want to explore jewellery while I'm in places that have a lot more options than we do here, so that I can try things and perhaps get one of the most wonderful mementos from our holiday. That also goes for the Fred Force 10. Thank you to my fabulous friend on Instagram who introduced me to this brand. Wow, I love how industrial yet feminine these pieces are. So I will also be having a look at those bracelets as well. Now, the final piece where I think I'm likely to do the most damage is in the shoe department, and that is with Roger Vivier. Roger Vivier is one of my favourite brands, if you aren't already aware. I am a huge aficionado for their Belle Vivier trumpet pumps in the 7cm size, but I also would like to try some of the shorter heels. I want to have a look at seasonal colours, and I think the prices will be better, especially with a VAT refund. So I might just be stocking up on some wardrobe essentials there. Plus, I love Vivier seasonal pieces. I recently bought the Ranger boots as pictured, and I wear these a bunch, and I'll be taking them with me. I adore them. They're so comfortable, and they're just next level edgy. So I think it will be very easy for me to spend money at Roger Vivier while I'm away. And the other one, perhaps in Italy, will be the Valentino Tan Rockstud Sandals. Lydia Millen wears these everywhere, and I also think Josie Irons now from Fashion Mumbler wears them all the time. They are just a staple. It's summertime here most of the year. I continue to look at these. They're always sold out, and then when they are available, I have other priorities. They're about 1,700 Australian dollars now, which is a lot, and they've just never gotten to the top of the list, so I will be looking out for those whilst I'm away. This list could and may well do change, but I think there's a huge breadth of pieces there. Of course, we will be visiting Chanel while we're in Paris. I have nothing on my list. I'll just look and see what's there. I'm not saying I'm not interested. I'm not saying that I am interested though. So we'll just see how it goes. But I think the real privilege of travel is travel itself, and if I get the opportunity to walk past somewhere that has something that catches my eye that is none of these brands, I will definitely be looking at that too, and I would love to share it with you, either whilst I'm traveling and vlogging or when I get back. So tell me, what has piqued your interest from my list? What do you think that I should make some time for or consider looking at whilst I'm on holidays? As I said, broadly, I'm visiting Dubai, Rome and Milan, London and Paris. It's not a shopping trip until I get to London and Paris, and so on that basis I don't want to invest a hell of a lot of time in shopping, but I am, I am going to have my eyes peeled for certain things, that's for sure. So if you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing as I edge ever closer to 10,000 subscribers. What a milestone that will be. I cannot wait until I hit it. And thank you to everybody who's been here to support me so far on this journey. I put out videos on Wednesdays and Sundays, sometimes some extras. I'd love to see you back for more. Until then, ciao.